there's just been a huge fight in the middle of the pitch. Welcome to Dundalk. Tonight's match is the Louth derby, that's Dundalk versus Drogheda. I've been to this same fixture before, but in Drogheda, so it's going to be really good tonight to see it from the Dundalk perspective. Go and check that video out if you get the opportunity, and while you're there, take a look at the Ireland playlist. And also while you're there, why not subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. It's a very simple plan as always. I've got 24 hours here in Dundalk. Today, I'm going to check out the town, and then tonight, I'm going to head to the match. Let's get going. We're starting off at the home of Dundalk F.C, Oriel Park. The club was founded in 1903 as a works team of the Great Northern Railway. They were the first team from outside Dublin to win the League of Ireland, and they have 14 league titles to their name. 5 of those came during a great period for the club in the 2010s. During that time they also competed in the group stages of the Europa League, picking up a couple of famous results: a win against Maccabi Tel Aviv and a point away at AZ Alkmaar. The club's last trophy came in 2020 when they won their 12th FAI Cup. You might also remember the goal from Jordan Flores that season, which went viral and was nominated for the FIFA Puskas Award. Things have dropped off a bit in the last few years. They currently find themselves in a relegation dogfight along with tonight's opponents, Drogheda. Tonight's match takes place here at Oriel Park, capacity of 4,500. I've had a little walk around, but there's not a huge amount that I can see at this time of the day. Everything's pretty much closed up. We'll be back here later for the match. That leaves us with the rest of the day to do something. I've actually rented a car on this occasion, so my plan of action is to try and see as much of Dundalk and the surrounding area as possible. Let's get going. I've had a great day and covered quite a bit of ground. Drove over to Prolit Dolmen. Don't know whether I'm saying that right. It's a megalithic structure, so basically these huge stones that were put there by Irish people over 5,000 years ago. Pretty cool to see. Bit weird now that it's surrounded by a golf course though. Then went over to Castle Roach. It was pretty difficult to access, but it was this huge castle ruins in the middle of nowhere with great views out over all the fields. Another really cool spot. Went to the County Museum, this old restored warehouse. That place was all about the history of County Louth, and just generally explored the streets of Dundalk. I don't know what I was expecting before I came here, but the buildings are all so colourful and there's all these amazing murals all over the place. And I've finished off at this really cool spot called the Vinegar Man. It's actually a shame that I can't drink, so I reckon it'd be a pretty good night in here tonight. The last stop is going to be somewhere for food, and I've been recommended a place called Mo Chara. Let's head there now and find out if it's as good as I've heard. That was so good, but so intense. They sell these grilled cheese sandwiches there, and wow, I went for a Giovanni Trapattoni. Basically, it was salami, chorizo, these other cured meats, loads and loads of cheese, and this really rich sauce. That place was so cool though, and I really wish I could have stayed for a few drinks, but with me driving, I just can't. I just had a coffee in there. I think the only thing left to do now before we head to the match is for me to run you through how much this trip cost me. I'm going to do it in pounds again, so as always, get your currency converter app of choice ready. Return flights from Manchester to Dublin were £42, really reasonable as always, flying from the UK to Ireland. For the first time in one of these videos, I rented a car, and that actually worked out as the same price as the flights, £42. That was for 1 day's rental, which I think is pretty reasonable. I'm in and out in one day, so my accommodation costs for this trip are $0. Obviously, if you are staying the night, then that is going to put up your costs quite significantly. In terms of everything I did today, all the sites I saw and places that I went to, they were all absolutely free. You can't beat that. The amazing food that I just had came to £9. I think that's a really good deal. That meal will fill you up for quite a long time, believe me. And lastly, the match ticket came to £17. League of Ireland tickets, always very reasonable. So that comes to a grand total of £110 for this entire trip. Great bit of business again. We always try and do these trips for under £200. We've come well under budget on this occasion. And now that's the admin side of things taken care of. Let's head to the match. So it's very hard to make out that goal over there. Opposite me are the Dundalk fans, the ultras. You can see them really clearly, that's great. To my left is an end without a stand on it, it's just a bit of a grass bank. Maybe it's a shout from the second half to move over there. I can see that goal fairly clearly. I'm also sat in what looks to have been some sort of insect nest that's been killed. My God, I love you Dundalk, but this place is crazy. Okay, kick off, let's go. 20 minutes. This was a great strike from the edge of the box into the bottom corner. Drogheda fans are stunned. This place is going absolutely crazy. Who knows how many this might be at this rate. 2-1, Drogheda got one back, ball in from the left hand side, headed into the net. Can't really hear the Drogheda fans because of this fucking screen, but they look like they were going crazy. Half-time, Dundalk 2, Drogheda 1. It's been a really good game. Unfortunately, I picked the worst seat in the house to watch it from. I've moved to behind the goal. 2 goals for Dundalk inside the first 15-16 minutes, both through that window up there, and then I completely missed Drogheda's goal. Never mind, that's on me. We go again in the second half. It's been a really, really good game. Really fast start from Dundalk and a really slow one from Drogheda. I actually think the pitch might have come into play with that slow start from Drogheda. The ball doesn't quite bounce and carry and roll goal exactly as you'd think it would on this surface. It's a synthetic surface, but not like any of the others I've seen in the top tiers in Europe. It's a 3G, I think, which has those kind of black little balls in it. So sometimes the ball hits the surface and it just doesn't quite bounce the way you expect it to. And I think that played a part with Drogheda because their touch was off. They weren't reading the bounce right. They just quite weren't up to speed with the pitch. Dundalk really capitalised on it. 2 great goals. They were brilliant. Then Drogheda started to get back into it. In the last 10 minutes, they finished really strongly. So it looks like it could be all to play for in the second half. And we've now got a good vantage point to view it from. Dundalk finished right in front of me. We were right to switch positions. Great finish into the roof of the net and then he celebrated right in front of us. To Dundalk, game over for Drogheda. Pen tucked away nicely, but no celebrations whatsoever from the Drogheda fans. Full time in the Louth derby, Dundalk 4, Drogheda 2, 6 goals here, brilliant game, great atmosphere. I personally had a bit of a nightmare in the first half, but it all worked out in the second half. I've had a great day and this match has been absolutely brilliant. No trouble whatsoever either. Spoke to soon on the no trouble front. I just did my match wrap up and joked about the fact there was no trouble and there was only kids behind the goal. There's just been a huge fight in the middle of the pitch. Drogheda fans came over from their side. One of the Dundalk fans smacked the Drogheda fan with a flag. Absolute chaos, total bedlam, people being wrestled to the floor, police all over the place, crazy, crazy scenes. Now everyone is running outside because it looks like it's carrying on into the streets. It took too long to get out of the stadium. We've now been locked inside. It sounds like there's a load of trouble outside. Maybe Drogheda fans are waiting for Dundalk fans, don't really know. But yeah, locked inside the stadium, can't leave, so obviously something's going on. Not good situation. Made it back to the rental car, and as you can see, the Drogheda fans haven't set it on fire, so I'm taking that as a win, and that is a positive note to end this video on. Oriel Park is just over there in the background. At one point I thought I was going to be spending the night there. What a crazy end to that match, which was a brilliant match as well. Brilliant fans throughout the game, and then at the end a minority let themselves down. Crazy scenes, I've never seen anything like that. Literally on the pitch fighting each other with flags. There's going to be big repercussions for both teams and fans. A worry about future editions of this derby because you've got to expect some sort of sanctions in place. Anyway, stay safe and I'll see you on the next one.